Hey, this is Disney67 here, and today I'm going to do a quick video of movies that I think are extremely underrated. The topic I've chosen is romantic comedies. Like I said yesterday, with one of the reviews I did yesterday, that I love romantic comedies. So there's like a ton of them on this list, but I had to pick 10, and it was very hard to pick the 10 of them. So the runner-ups that I have here, I'm going to read them out to you. So the runner-ups are Enchanted, Shallow Hal, 10 Things I Hate About You, Just Friends, Leap Year, The Proposal, Someone Like You, which stars Hugh Jackman and Ashley Judd, 27 Dresses, Valentine's Day, 30 Gun 30, A Cinderella Story, and Sleeps in Seattle. So they're the runner-ups in my honest opinion. I think they're extremely underrated. So I decided to do my top 10. So let's kick off. So I might tell you like an odd bit of background about the movies. But now here we go. Number 10 is Return to Me. Return to Me stars Minnie Driver and David Duchovny, and it tells the tale about this guy who lost his wife in an accident, and her heart works on someone else. That someone else is Minnie Driver, who the guy later falls in love with, unaware that she has his ex-wife's heart. Reminds me of another movie that's on this list as well, which I'll get to momentarily, but that's Return to Me. I think it's very underrated. If you haven't seen Return to Me, do watch it. I thought it was a good film. Serendipity. This movie reminds me of Sleepless in Seattle, which was a runner-up, by the way. Or is there a runner-up? No, it's actually on this list. Yeah, it's actually on this list, actually. Serendipity stars John Cusack and Kate Beckinsale, and it's about these two characters called Jonathan and Sarah, who Sarah is like very into faith. So basically what she does is herself and Jonathan break up, and then it kind of goes like years upon years upon years until they actually meet up. Do they meet up? Well, despite the fact they're engaged to two different people, you bet your ass to do. So it's a very underrated film too. If you haven't seen the film, check it out as well. Me Before You. Okay, I've done this movie before, a review for this film, and this movie got a lot of hate due to the fact that the guy, Sam Claflin, isn't disabled in real life, and there was uproar because his character does something that is illegal here, and of course it's uproar saying, he shouldn't have done what he did at all. If you saw my movie review of the film, which I did there, I think about 2 years ago, I went into spoiler mode. So if you know what I'm on about, all I'm gonna say is to you guys is that the clue is Switzerland. That's all I'm saying. A very sad film, by the way, and it never fails to make me cry. Number 7, I mentioned this at number 9. It is, of course, Sleepless in Seattle. This movie has Meg Ryan, Tom Hanks, and it tells a tale about this man who lost his wife. I don't know, did she die from cancer or something? That's how she does. And his little son, Jonah, who's like 10, I forget who plays him, by the way, he sets up this radio station, he rings up this radio station, and he says to the caller on the end of the phone that he wants his dad to find a wife. Who listens to this conversation on the radio? Meg Ryan. And you know what happens in a Meg Ryan movie. It's going to end happy. So, yeah. Number 6 is a movie that stars Emilia Clarke, who is also in Me Before You. This movie, Last Christmas, is a jukebox of George Michael. He was an English singer. He was the founder of Wham, which was a 80s pop band. They were really, really good, by the way. Check them out on YouTube. So here, Emilia Clarke plays a Scrooge girl called Kate, played by Kate, who meets this man called, what's his name? Tom Webster, played by Henry Golding. And he's a very suspicious guy. He's very mysterious. He kind of comes and goes, he just comes out of thin air. I did a review of that movie last year, by the way, so I might re-upload it again this Christmas and do it right again, because that was a a car review I did that time, so who knows. So yeah, there is a twist in this movie, by the way. So if you, all I'm gonna say is, think of an M. Night Shyamalan movie, and you pretty much guess what it is. So I'm not saying what it is. I think I did. Say the spoiler when I did the review last year. Sorry for that, but yeah, there is a, like, again, there's like a huge twist to this movie that I didn't see coming, but I kind of did see coming, because number one, I was spoiled by the people from that saw the movie before me, and they were like, "Oh, this person, I'm not saying what it is," but yeah, Last Christmas. If you haven't seen Last Christmas, do check it out. I enjoyed it. Number 5 is a time travel movie. Now, I did do a time travel movie review yesterday. I did 2 of them actually. This one, however, is the most underrated movie ever, in my honest opinion. I didn't see the movie until, like, it took me 28 years to see this film I'm going to tell you, and it's, of course, Somewhere in Time. Somewhere in Time stars former Superman actor Christopher Reeve, who, God rest his soul, has passed away since. Jane Seymour, Christopher Plummer, and tells a tale about this guy who was a playwright in 1980 who stumbles across this mysterious portrait of this beautiful woman called Elsa McKenna, who, of course, as an elderly woman, went to see one of Richard's plays, and she says, "Come back to me," by giving him this clock, this stopwatch, apparently. So, of course, Richard falls madly in love with her and goes back in time to 1912 to be with her. But, of course, tragedy strikes, which I'm not going to say what it is. I did a review for this movie last year, by the way, again, and yeah, it's just such a beautiful movie. The score by John Barry, it literally sends shivers down my spine. It's just so, it's like do 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 do. Oh my god, it sends shivers down my spine. I love it. I love it movie. It's very, very, very romantic. And Christopher Reeve and Jane Seymour's chemistry, which was rumoured that they were an item in this movie, by the way, in real life, I was like, oh god, they were so beautiful together. Number 4 is Chasing Liberty. If you've got Netflix, it's on it now on Netflix, where I live. If you're in the UK or Ireland, it's on Netflix, by the way, like I said. This movie stars Mandy Moore and Matthew Good. And if you've seen First Daughter, which I forgot to mention, by the way, it's basically the same plot as that movie, except First Daughter did bad. This one did slightly better, even though it got like 19% on Rotten Tomatoes, and First Daughter got, what, 8%? And it had like a more ending, whereas this one had a more better ending. But anyway, if you saw First Daughter, that's basically the plot of Chasing Liberty. If you didn't see it, then here's a little quick synopsis. So there's this girl who is the president's daughter. She wants to be free. She wants to be rebellious. So she meets this guy, unaware that he's a secret agent, and she travels to Berlin. She travels to Venus, and of course herself and the guy, who she doesn't know is a secret agent, like I said, they fall in love. That's pretty much it. Number 3 is Just Like Heaven. This movie took me a while to get used to. It took me like the 42nd round to figure out what in the name of God was going on. Again, I've done a review for this movie, and it's kind of like a toss-up between, I'm not going to say what it is, but yeah, so basically the movie's about this guy who is a widower, played by Mark Ruffalo, who of course gets haunted by this girl played by Reese Witherspoon, unaware that she's actually still alive, and he thinks that she's dead, but she tells him she's not dead, she's still alive. And of course the two of them fall in love again. So yeah, it's a nice movie. If you haven't seen it, again, it's on Netflix, so check it out on Netflix if you have Netflix. Number 2. Okay, number 2 is my favourite rom-com of all time. So you might say, why is my favourite rom-com of all time number 2 and the number 1 spot was another film? Well, I'll get to that in a while. But yeah, While You're Sleeping. I watch this movie every year. I watch it when it's not Christmas time. I watch it when it's Christmas, like I said. It's on Disney Plus, by the way. Yeah, I love this movie. I love the chemistry between Sandra Bullock and Bill Pullman. I love the story. I love the score. I love everything about While You're Sleeping. It's about this lonely girl called Lucy, played by Sandra Bullock, who has a massive crush on this guy who ends up getting a coma after a group of blackguards just push the guy off the train wreck, sorry, and she, of course, blurts out that she's engaged to the guy because, like I said, she's in love with the guy. But of course, there's this big, huge conflict that happens because they think the guy's parents that she fancies, by the way, they think that she is this guy's fiance, even though she's not engaged to the guy at all. And of course, problems rise again when she falls in love with her crush's brother, played by Bill Pullman. Yeah, it's a very sweet movie. If you haven't seen While You're Sleeping, do watch it. Number one of the most underrated rom-coms, my honest opinion. I did a review of this film yesterday, by the way. It is, of course, Kate and Leopold. I could go on and on and on and on and on about this movie, but yeah, if you love Enchanted, you love this movie. For those that doesn't know what this movie is about, check out my review of the film I done yesterday. I done like two of them, by the way. Like I said, one was like a clips, like one of them had like clips in it, sorry, and the other one had not clips in it. So they're both on my YouTube channel, so check those out. What I like about this movie, there's so much to talk about it, but yeah, I think it's very underrated. I mean, come on, Hugh Jackman is literally a Disney prince in that film. As I said before in my review for it, he's tall, he's dark, he's handsome, he can sing, he can act. Oh my god, I can go on and on, except he doesn't sing in this movie, by the way. He sings in The Great Showman, alright, but he doesn't sing in this movie. His chemistry with Meg Ryan was good. It was, like I said, it's kind of weird seeing her in a movie without Tom Hanks. She was also in a movie with Nicolas Cage called City of Angels, another underrated film as well, which is like just like Heaven kind of. So yeah, this movie is somewhat like Somewhere in Time, because in Somewhere in Time you've got this guy who's from 1980 and he travels to 1912. In Kate and Leopold, you've got this guy from 1876. He comes in 2001, he falls in love with a cynical woman who, like I said in my review, has no interest in love whatsoever because she broke up with her ex-boyfriend of 4 years, probably Liev Schreiber. And yeah, it's a really good movie. I love it. It took me a while, to like this movie. Like, at first I thought it was a guilty pleasure of mine. The more times I watch it, the more I love it more. My late grandmother loved this movie as well. I remember I was watching it one night and she was like, "Oh, this movie is actually very good," and I was like, "Yeah, Granny, it is a very good film, alright." She loved it actually as well, so rest in peace to her. But yeah, if you haven't seen Kate and Leopold, do watch it. It's a sweet romantic comedy that's very predictable, but you know what? Every rom-com is predictable anyway. So yeah, that's my list of movies of underrated rom-coms I do like. So before I enter this video, I'm just going to talk about my upcoming videos. So I'm going to do like a review for Mulan 2020, which will be soon, I believe. I'll probably upload Last Christmas again, like I said before in this review, with clips. If I can't get clips, then I can just do it myself without, and there'll be spoilers, by the way, if you haven't seen Last Christmas. That'll be somewhat near Christmas time. What else? Yeah, there's going to be a few more videos I'm going to do in the future as well, and the end of the year. God, I don't know what I'll be doing more videos, like fan videos soon. I probably will. I didn't do them for a long time. I can't do them for Beauty and the Beast, so for you guys, sorry, if you love Beauty and the Beast, the Emma Watson one, I can't do those videos anymore because YouTube is a pain in the backside. It keeps blocking the video on me all the time, and I can't do them anymore. So, but yeah, I will do like more videos for like Aladdin or The Scarecrow or whatever. So, yeah, that's my list of movies and my update on my channel. Please support my channel. Please like and subscribe. I love talking about movies. I know I ramble a lot. I know I might annoy people if I ramble on and on and on, but that's me in a nutshell. I'm always rambling about movies anyway. And yeah, that's it for me. Take care.